Hey everyone, my name is Alan. Welcome to my channel, Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Folks, today the 20-year journey of the Holy Land experience is over. Holy Land is closed permanently. It's going to be bulldozed for an AdventHealth hospital. So join me on a little adventure. The structures are still up here. Figured before it's bulldozed, I'm going to give you guys a look as to what's left. And stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining me. So as I was telling you, the Holy Land experience opened up in 2001, back in February. So it's been closed since COVID. But what happened was, apparently, it's funny the things you learn, in order to have a tax-free status, they have to be open 2 days a year. So back in April, they opened up for 2 days, and they only opened up a limited experience of 2 different exhibits. But I'm going to walk through over here and show you guys a little bit of what's left. I mean, this was the main structure right here. I would imagine, which depicts, I believe, the Roman Colosseum. I would think that they'd probably leave this one up, and most of the other stuff is probably going to be torn down. But this was a really big complex. It's over here on Vineland Road off of exit 78 on I-4. So you'd pass this if you were coming to Disney World. You would pass this probably if you were coming via I-4. So let's see what's left over here and see what we could find. This whole complex was owned by Trinity Broadcasting Network. Trinity Broadcasting Network is, there's actually 3 big Christian broadcasting networks. CBN is one. I can't remember what the second one is, but this is the 3rd biggest one, Trinity Broadcasting. And I'll show you, they got a lot of satellites around here too, because they have the studios over here. So let me show you what else is around here. It was a really amazing place in its day, and it still kind of is. And I just thought it'd be nice to check out what was still here. So this is the back end of that Roman Colosseum. Again, it's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't see, because this is like, I'm actually parked behind it. But this has a lot of amazing work that they put into this park. You know, it's basically what this was it was a depiction of all famous stories from the Bible. So everything from Jonah and the whale, or Jonah and the fish, to the parting of the Red Sea with Moses. They used to have people here like blowing the shofar horn. It was a really amazing place to come during Easter time. They had the whole Passion of Jesus with an actor playing Jesus, obviously, and the whole, it was actually a little scary. They actually reenacted the crucifixion, the Stations of the Cross. But you see in here, just a lot of property here. I mean, you know, and it was really nice because they had all these little things like this where you could just come and sit down that kind of gave you, like, you didn't really feel like you were in a traditional theme park. You had a lot of green areas like this, and then it was intermixed with these old-fashioned buildings. So let's go back here. Obviously, we're not going to do anything illegal. We're not going to trespass, but there's no signs here telling us we can't go. I tried to go through the main entrance, and see, look, do not enter here, group ticket. I tried going through the main entrance, but it was closed off. It said no trespassing. But over here, they didn't have any signs like that. So I'm just gonna keep walking around, see what I could find out, see what I could see over here. So they still have a lot of people here, I guess, clearing things up and out. Obviously, we're not going to go back here because this is behind scenes, but I was trying to get to some high ground to show you guys some of what was here before, because it was pretty amazing. So here we have a beautiful angel fountain that was used to be all full of water, and this is your main entrance right over here. See, that's the security checkpoint, and they don't let you go through here. But I was able to walk through the back on the side. So obviously, probably this is as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to try to walk up over there and try to give you another idea of some more of the stuff that we're seeing here. So I'm walking behind stage. Well, not behind stage. I'm walking behind the, looks like they have this whole place is owned by Trinity. But back here, looks like they're going to be selling all this stuff off. They're taking all the tables out, all the statues. So we're able to walk by this. This is kind of, like I said, part of the larger complex of Trinity, which you're able to walk through. But we're going to see what's back here. Just go take a look, walk through. So look at this. These are all the benches that were in the park. All taken apart. They're probably going to be selling all this stuff off to who knows where, Dollywood or whatever theme park is interested. Probably a lot of money in these things. We're going to keep showing you. Look at this. Really ornate stuff. I mean, you typically don't see this in a typical theme park. I mean, I don't know what they spent to put this place together, but a good nickel, that's for sure. That's for darn sure. So this is amazing over here. Looks like we came across what they had. They crossed that for the Easter Vigil. And look at this. I believe this is the cross that they used to have Jesus carry through. And I believe, if our memory serves, you could see the podium thing right here, where you'd have the actor actually stand up on it. And we had come here when my son was younger. It was actually quite scary. He was always good with stuff like that, but it's actually quite scary to some people how that was done. But look at this. This is all the stuff. I'm going to go over there with all the, looks like Roman soldiers and Roman statues. I'm going to see what that sign says from the other way around, but this is pretty amazing. So this is the other side of that. I don't know what that sign says over there. I don't know. I'm not going to go around. I don't want to touch anything here. I'm sure they have us on surveillance. Obviously, I'm not going to touch anything, but just in awe of all this stuff, just wondering where all this stuff is going to go. It's just amazing. I guess, you could say this place had a pretty darn good run. 20 years is not bad. You think about 20 years going toe-to-toe with Disney and Universal and SeaWorld, it's not too bad. And here, look at this. This is, like I was telling you, this is all the Stations of the Cross. I don't know how many people out there are watching who grew up Catholic, but you got this is the Stations of the Cross when you say the Rosary. And I don't know, I think a church could actually pick these up and do something with them. Look at this. It's all the Stations of the Cross. And you have the Roman soldiers here. And look at the design on some of these statues. I mean, this is, like I said, it was something, this place. Look at this one. I'm sure someone's going to come along and grab these. I guess that's Mark Antony there, or Caesar. I think it's Caesar. And everyone, look at all this. I don't know if these things are sold. Doesn't seem like it. There was someone out there who was interested in something like this. You probably could call Trinity and find out. I don't know if this is really ones that broke on their own or was part of the Roman ruins. I don't remember that, but look at all these statues here. Look at that, how amazing that is. It almost reminds me of going into like a florist, a really big florist, and these people have these really big yards. And look at that. Just imagine being able to buy these things. I don't know who this is, whether this is Poseidon or I don't know who that quite is, but just incredible. Look at that stuff over there. And look at that, you go more fountains. Here's another sign from the Holy Land. This was probably above either I-4 or when you first came in. Probably that sign from when we first came in. The Holy Land Experience. But look at the work on these things. I mean, amazing. Flowers still growing. Incredible. Wow. Unbelievable. All right, so I went up to the highway overpass at I-4 just to give you an idea of where I am. I'll swing this around for you. So we're at a busy intersection here. You can see it's exit 78 on I-4, and I'm going to show you a lot more from the overpass. But this is Conroy and Vineland. This is probably one of the busiest places to come to in all of Orlando because you have the Millennium Mall up here. You have a lot of car dealerships. You have pretty much everything up here. It's almost the city of Orlando itself. But if you look over here, this is the parking lot where people would come in and obviously park. And right over here, I'll show you over here a little bit better. Yeah, I'm going to get a little closer from the overpass too. But if you look right over there, where that awning is, that's where you'd go and you'd buy the tickets and you'd wait in line to go into the Holy Land experience. So let me walk up on the overpass and show you some more stuff over there. So here I am up on the overpass on the I-4 side, and a little bit better of a look as to what's inside here. Now if you look right there, you could see a whale's tail. So that was probably the whole, I remember that was the Jonah and the fish thing right there. Another look at the entranceway where you came in, and I'm going to keep walking down this road here to show you, and we'll be able to see a lot more from this overpass. But as you can see, a really busy day in Orlando as usual. Lots of stuff going on as usual. We're winding down. Labor Day is coming up. Lots of beautiful flowers here too. No doubt we're in the tropics over here with those palm trees. So stay tuned. Let me continue showing you. All right, so if you guys, wow, this is amazing. Look at this road that I'm on right here. It's like the Green Mile or something. But this shows you, I'm imagining this is supposed to depict Jerusalem, or one of the walled cities in the Middle East. And you could really get a great idea now here as to all that stuff that's inside there. And I went to Catholic school for 12 years, so hopefully I can give you a decent depiction as to what's going on here. So again, there's that whale's tail right there. So that's gotta be the Jonah story. And let's see, what else am I seeing here? I'm seeing a gorilla over there, so I'm guessing, yep, right here, this is supposed to be Noah's Ark. So yeah, because I'm seeing, look at that. You got the giraffes right there in the front, and you have all the animals from Noah's Ark. You got the gorilla up there. I don't know if it's easier to see it closer up or farther away, but that is definitely Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark without the stink, right? Let's see what else we have here. There's a guy right there in a tree, and I don't remember. I remember there was a story of an Israelite who went up in the tree, Zacchaeus or Natarius, something like that. I'm a little foggy on, not as good on the Old Testament. But look at this. This is just incredible what you could see here. There's another thing there with a fish. I don't know what the idea of that is. But you could just see the work that went into this place. Look at that. Just amazing. And they had all kinds of different food here too. Oh, it looks like there's Moses parting the Red Sea. I know that's Moses right there. He's holding up his staff. And right over there is where the sea used to part. They had a device, obviously, to part the Red Sea. But what a shame. You know, it's just, it's always a shame to see people, you know, losing their jobs or whatever. But this had been closed. With the world being what it is and the COVID world, it's certainly hard to make it. But like I said, I tip my hat to this place because it stood here for almost 20 years in direct competition with the big three of Disney, SeaWorld, and Universal. And it held its ground. I have to give it kudos. It held its ground. So whoever designed this, whoever was marketing it, well done, well played. So there's not much going on back here. So pretty much we've gone full circle, because if you remember when I started the tour, I started on the other side of the Colosseum, and we're going lower. The ground is dropping lower here, so it doesn't pay for me to walk all the way down there and take a look in there. I don't know what that is over there, what that scene is depicting. I imagine it was probably a Roman emperor or maybe a gladiator. I don't know, but something. So yeah. Pretty amazing. So I'm still up here on the overpass. I just wanted to show you guys something of interest here. Right there, if you could see it, there's a sign saying Orlando. So this is the official entry to the city of Orlando. As you know, Disney World sits between two cities, between two counties. You know, we're in Orange County, obviously, but this right here marks the borderline of actually entering Orlando. And the city of Orlando is just right over there, about 2 miles over, which is a typical Florida city. Not much going on the weekend or anything. We're after 5 o'clock. But if you guys come here, it's pretty interesting. Exit 78 on I-4, and you'll see that Orlando sign, and you'll know you're officially in Orlando. And of course, Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal, they're all west, which is straight ahead that way. Again, exit 78 on I-4. There's a little look at it this way. You could obviously take the streets back and forth, but I-4, unless you come at rush hour, either which time, I-4 is definitely the way to go. Give you a little proximity. The Orlando Eye is right over there, and that sits off of I Drive, just to give you an idea of where you are. All right, so that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I always try to do something new on the channel or different, keep it interesting. Of course, I would love your comments. Let me know what you thought of the video. I'd love you to subscribe, because, you know, show some love. Love all you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We're gonna be moving to Sarasota, hopefully within a month. We got some legal work to handle with the closings first, but hopefully that's all gonna work out, keeping my fingers crossed. But the plan is to be in Sarasota by the end of September. And I'm actually gonna be leaving Disney September 11th. So if anybody wants to come down and see me at Disney, you got about 10 more days. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy everything today, and I hope everyone's having a great time. I love you guys again, and thanks for tuning in. And Matt, I love you. I know when I came here with my son Matt many years ago, he was taken by the fact that all the food had heavenly names. It had, you know, all biblical names and stuff. So I remember the Goliath hamburger and cheeseburger, and the Heavenly Frank, and the Heavenly hot dog. He thought that was pretty cool. I'll put Matt's picture up there. I miss him and I love him. I think about him all the time. He was so much fun to be around, and can't believe it's 2 years since he's gone. He left us not too far from here. But you guys take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Al signing off. Take care now. Bye-bye.